Drifting is something lots of people want to do but cannot seem to figure it out, and so today I decided to remake my older video where I explain how to drift since it was not my highest quality video. I'm using a G29 wheel and pedals and a G shifter. I do not own a handbrake, and you do not necessarily need one for drifting, although it helps when you first start out. To start out, I want you to turn your wheel into full lock, either left or right, and hit the gas. You're going to fall into a very tight donut with the wheel spinning. Notice that the less you turn in, the wider you'll go, and soon you can turn this into a wider donut by modulating the throttle and the wheel. This is the most basic drift possible, and it will be a good building block to further drifting. After getting the first part down, I want you to get the wheels spinning by giving the car gas and trying to countersteer. Notice how I'm constantly changing the amount of throttle I use, and with that, I change how much I'm countersteering. For now, I want you to ignore my transitions because I will get to that later. Here's a good rule of thumb. Less gas equals straightening, more gas equals spinning, more countersteer equals straightening, less countersteer equals spin. If you have driven cars before or used a simulator, this rule of thumb is something you probably already know, but it is especially important. If I feel like I'm going to spin, I let off the gas and countersteer more in order to save it. If I'm going to straighten, I turn in and give it more gas, which keeps me in the drift. You are constantly modulating these things while in a drift. This is hard at first, but give it a few tries and you will start to predict what the car will do and build your muscle memory alongside it. Remember what I said about straightening out? Well, for transitions, you are going to let off the gas first and countersteer just enough to bring the weight of the car around to the other side. While this is happening, your wheel should want to spin around and countersteer the other way. The moment the wheel starts countersteering to the other side is the moment you want to open the throttle again. I hope this video helped. I know there are lots of videos like this one, but I wanted to give some simple tips and tricks for beginners, since I had to learn all this stuff by myself. Drifting is not challenging, you just have to understand how a car acts in a drift and develop some muscle memory.